So we've got Jen here from the GreenHeart Foundation, and one of the most common questions we get is, my grandmother is considering cannabis for the first time. What advice do you have for her? So what do you say to that question?
First of all, my grandmother is considering using cannabis, and so I can really answer that question. The first thing I talk to her about is finding a resource to get the information that she wants. Thankfully, our foundation does do that. HelloMD does do that. So first and foremost, starting with some place to find information to learn a little bit about the history of the cannabis plant, to help them familiarize with what are they using it for. And then you kind of get into...
Is that for a comfort level? So that
from a comfort level, just understanding what they're putting into their body is the first and foremost. And the second thing is kind of, what are you trying to accomplish with cannabis? And is it by using a psychoactive part of the cannabis plant or the non-psychoactive part? Maybe CBD or hemp-derived products are the best for that particular person. So we go through that. We offer complimentary consultations in our dispensary, but most seniors are in places where they don't have that access. So I would start with just finding out what they're trying to use it for.
So like chronic pain, insomnia, arthritis?
It mostly has to do with pain, inflammation, and insomnia. And I think we see that in not only the senior community, but more so the entire community of medical cannabis. But the seniors are particularly sensitive to that psychoactive properties. In our store, we have a topical balm that seems to be that bridge for them. It's non-psychoactive, it doesn't smell like cannabis, and it doesn't say cannabis all over it. And so they're comfortable starting with something like that, something they're familiar using.
That's great. And so when you start people out, so you walk them through all of the different product types?
Yes.
And so what about the dosage? What do you say to somebody about dosage when they're a senior citizen?
I think it's the same conversation with anyone new to cannabis, is really start low. Start low and see what's effective for you. And I actually consider starting with non-psychoactive cannabis first, so you can get a baseline of its benefits, and then going into the psychoactive, perhaps THC cannabis, to act as a further catalyst for that CBD. So I don't even start with low dose. I start with practically no dose cannabis to get them familiar with using the product.
That's great advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.